everybody, welcome back. All right, I am sitting here with one of my most favorite human beings on the entire earth. I had no idea I was going to tell you that, but it is. This is my buddy Cruz. Hi. So, welcome to the Change Your Life Through Posture world.
Awesome.
Yeah, nice to be here, huh? All right, so Cruz and I work together. Obviously, you can see we work at Trader Joe's. So we're about to go into our shift, and I thought we would do a quick little video because I consider Cruz to be one of my major posture workout buddies because we actually connect on a much different level than most people. When you're doing this kind of journey, if you are looking to actually change your posture, which is changing the way that you look at things and start experiencing a whole different outcome because you're changing your thoughts, your feelings, and the actions that you take, realizing that they do have impact on your entire world. So when you're doing that, it really helps to have somebody in your corner who's also doing the same thing. Slightly different world that we're in, but we're doing exactly the same thing throughout our entire course of knowing each other. And it's been what, 2 years, 3 years?
That I've known you?
Yeah, I mean, we've known each other, but we actually haven't connected.
It's barely been a year to be honest.
Okay, so it's been about a year.
It feels like it's been longer.
All the humans I know on the earth, in 1 year, we've had this major connection. Mm-hmm. And what I love about it more than anything is, first of all, there's a slight difference you could see between the two of us in age. Maybe, 9 years?
Give or take. Give or take 9 years.
All right, so we'll take. There's a lot more. Anyhow, on the physical plane, yes, there are many years between us. But whenever we connected from the very beginning, from spirit to spirit, there is no difference at all. We're on an equal playing field. And we equally both got it. We both understood each other. We both knew where we were headed. Mm-hmm. And I think together we've been spending a lot of time just co-creating with our thoughts and actually seeing reactions happening, like at the speed of light, massive, amazing things, which is really exciting.
Right.
Would you say the same?
I would say the same.
What's the biggest thing you feel like you've gotten out of this interaction between us?
Well, strangely enough, even though, we have our age, short, but, prevalent age difference and obviously different worlds and just everything is different. I feel like whenever we're together, we just kind of, I can always relate to you, you can always relate to me, even though you've been where I've been, but I'm doing things in a slightly different way. And you're doing things that I've never done, but I can still relate. It's like we're always able to meet in the middle and just somehow connect that way, which is amazing that, there's so many things that you're talking about that I have no experience of, but I just feel like I relate to.
Right. Or
there's things that I'm doing that maybe you've never been around, fair to say, but you totally just meet me there. Yeah. So it's just, that's not very common.
I love that. Yeah, that's awesome. That's really, I'm still working on my posture, everybody. Let's keep catching myself. And that's the other thing that I'm going to actually have this guy commit to with me. I'm doing it on video, so now you have to do it.
Oh, sure.
Whenever you see me starting to slouch, I just want you to remind me. However you can do it. Okay. We'll do like a little symbol or something like that where you don't even have to be near. You can just simply put that out there and help me remember, get the posture out. All right, so that was the main thing I wanted to share, is that this level of communication with someone that is on the equal playing field and someone who fully gets you, who fully understands what you're thinking about. When you're dealing with things that are spirituality-wise, you don't have many people like that you connect with. I don't feel like I do. So to have that on my playing field is a blessing for me, and I'm grateful for you. I'm glad that we met each other and that we have this connection. So get yourself a couple posture buddies. You need somebody that you can talk to who understands you and that you guys can co-create in a really massive, fantastic way. All right? Is that it?
I think that's it.
That's it. Cheers,
awesome.
bud.
Cheers.
See you guys. Hi, everybody. Okay, so I'm back. I am now with my second posture buddy, Ryan Daniski.
Posture buddy number 2.
Yeah, I got his name right.
Yeah, you did.
We're really good friends. No, we are. So my previous video that you saw was with Cruz, and now this is Ryan. These are the two people that I count on in my life for support and
Ideas?
encouragement, ideas, all of those things that both of us have a lot in common. First of all, we come from a musical theater background.
Definitely.
And we both have a similar passion of what we want. So because of that, I feel like our connection is very, very unique. So our ability to support each other is like cemented because we both have come from a background where we truly understand what it's about, helping each other. And the whole point of Posture Buddy, you'll already have seen this in the beginning of the video, my explanation of what Posture Buddy is. And Ryan fits the bill 100% for the ultimate cool Posture Buddy.
Yeah, because I'm a holistic health practitioner. So I have helped people just like Ken with issues exactly like what he's talking about. And it was perfect. We met each other and we just happened to, the conversation turned into theater somehow.
Oh, totally.
And then here we are, we're connected. So it works out perfectly.
So it's great. So the coolest part is that what I like about our relationship is that it's always very much about encouragement. Like even when we're holding each other accountable, and we'll call each other out on things, which is important because we each have goals. We're each going for the goals, and then some kind of hiccup may appear and we'll react, which is normal.
That's right.
It's normal to react.
It happens.
And just like in my other videos, I'm saying the things you think, feel, and take action on determine the world that you are surrounded by. You built your own world based on those things. So he can help catch me in the moment of like when I'm thinking something negative, and he'll turn it around just like we've been talking about doing the flip. And he'll say, yeah, well, maybe you don't have to think like that, which I appreciate. You know, that's a big, big deal, but it's not done in a way that you said you were going to do that. I'm holding you accountable. It's always in an encouraging way.
Right.
And it's always in a nurturing way, which is what we both kind of need at this period in our lives. So
be positive, be supportive, and just know that we all have our own little problems that come up. And when an issue does come up, you want to connect with someone that you can really trust, who is on the same thought pattern as you. Not in the negative sense, but understands that whatever you think, whatever you believe, whatever goes on inside your mind is what creates this world that we experience and live.
And we're literally both on the same path because we both have our own YouTube channel and we are building content, and this is what I'm building now through this. And we both really do understand the concept of creating the world around us. So the message we're sending, which is really exciting, is also encouraging both of us to move forward in our own lives.
That's right.
And that's pretty exciting. So that is my posture buddy, Ryan. I hope that you got some information out of this. It was helpful. And I'm going to do a closing on this later so that we can just relax and chill out.
Absolutely.
All right, man.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. I am here with one of my other posture buddies, Mrs. Kiki Grant.
Hello.
Ms. Kiki Grant. Thank you very much for joining me on this.
Oh, my pleasure.
Okay, so you've already seen in the prior part of the video, you've seen Cruz and you've seen Ryan. This is Kiki, who is yet another posture buddy who looks out for me, and I feel incredibly comfortable with her when I'm making all these changes in my life, because part of what the posture process when you're changing your life through posture is I'm going to go into more detail about it with her, because I really haven't in the beginning video, and you probably couldn't hear me because we were at Starbucks and we were competing against a Muzak. But like the most important part is like you're not just creating an improvement in the physical posture, which of course that's what was the driving force behind the whole video series, but you're also making all those changes internally and on a spiritual level, and you're thinking and feeling and taking action based on a different posture from before. So when you're making those changes, it's kind of not only obvious to sometimes to people, and they're wondering why you're making so many changes in your life, but also you're needing that support while you're doing it. It's helpful to have somebody who like can catch in the moment of like, let's say, instead of changing my posture when I'm being kind of negative and saying, well, I can look at the opposite, and I can look at the two and go, which one feels better? And then I know, okay, that's the direction I'm going to go. Let's say one day we're sitting and talking and I don't really do that. She could easily in addition to when I'm not physically standing up, just do a little, hey, how's that little posture going?
Right.
Just to remind me, but also on the inside, I can get that reminder from her. Just like, hey, you could have changed that posture, couldn't you have?
It's like an accountability partner.
Total accountability.
Yeah.
And what's nice about it is when multiple people are thinking that way, we already think that way together. That's what makes her, to me, a posture buddy. You know, we gravitate toward the spiritual more than the physical plane. We're trying to find a balance between the two. Everybody is, but not so many people are really thinking that much about the spiritual plane. Most of the friends that I have, I don't even share a lot of this stuff with. But they see these changes happening in my life and they start asking, what's going on? Why are things changing so amazingly for you? Why are things going so well? And it's part of because I'm staying focused on what's the best option for me throughout the day. And I see that as a universal way of being able to communicate with everyone out there. So thank you so much for being a posture buddy to me. Do you want to share a little bit about what you've been through, your journey with everybody?
Gosh, there's so many journeys. Anything in particular?
I just what in your world has influenced you to start making better choices as a human being?
Oh gosh. I mean, I think throughout your life you have a number of times, hopefully, where that happens, where you need to kind of pivot and shift gears. Maybe something you lived through makes you pivot. Maybe, for me, a big one was the death of my little brother.
Yeah.
You know, that there's nothing to teach you more about life than death.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
You know, it's a wake up. We know death is going to happen when it happens close to you. It's just this wake up call of life is short. And
huge awakening. And an amazing book came out of that, by the way. We'll finish where you were going with that because I know you were headed. But I have to plug the book because it's so amazing. Absolutely. Radical Ritual. It's on Amazon.
Yep, on Amazon.
I'll put a link in the description section of the YouTube video that we're watching now. But I think it's just astounding what she went through and the courage that you had to finalize this for yourself and your family. It didn't just help you, you helped your whole family.
Yeah, it was a journey for sure.
That's what Change Your Life Through Posture is all about, is making choices that are not going to just better you, but bettering everyone around you, changing your own world.
Yeah, and so it kind of set me on an all new path after he died. It made me reevaluate, am I on the course that I want to be on? Am I, doing things that bring me peace and happiness? And what changes do I need to make in order to, fully express myself in my life before I die too?
Right. Exactly.
So that was a big, and I think for a lot of people, when you lose somebody, it's a big pivot point for you. And you can either go downhill quick, which I did. I got depressed, like most people do, but then there comes a time of, okay, now what am I going to do with this energy? And can I use it to help other people? And that's kind of where the book came about.
Yeah, and it's very much like what I was talking about in my video about the grief of, how to empower yourself from grief.
Right.
And the most amazing thing is I, of course, went through it too. When you go through the grieving process, you have to go through whatever those stages are. And there are no set stages. They're your stages. They're based on your world, on the world you've lived and how you react to everything.
Everybody grieves differently.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's important to know that that's going to still happen no matter what. But it's what you do with it afterwards and how you turn it into something that theoretically honors the person that you've lost. Because then you take you more out of the equation and it's more about them. So that's what's cool about being posture buddies is when something's happening in my world, it's no longer about Kiki. She's like focused on helping me figure out what is it that I'm missing here, or is it something that, or even like a celebration, like you did this for yourself. I've created and manifested an entire movie that I'm about to do.
Woo!
Is that crazy or what? And it came directly from this video series. It came from all those steps you saw me doing before I even got to this point.
So cool.
But to have these people that matter to me in my corner makes such a huge difference because it helps my confidence level. It helps me believe, knowing that I do have the power as an individual to completely change my whole world simply by changing the way I think, feel, and take action. So thank you again, Kiki, for being here.
My pleasure. You
Really
know, everyone
appreciate
needs cheerleaders.
Yay!
Yeah.
All right, guys, we'll see you in the next video, okay? Thanks for watching.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
That's great.
Yeah.
Woo!
That's it.